I'm going to be listening to I Grieve by Peter Gabriel. This was requested on YouTube, so I'll try not to pause too much and I will look at the lyrics afterwards. Let me turn it up a bit. I want to pause it real quick to say, by the way, I'm sorry if this glitches or it is lagging because I'm recording this on my Chromebook.
It was only 1 hour ago. It was all so different then. There's nothing yet has really sunk in. Looks like it always did. This flesh and bone is just the way that you were tied in.
His voice in this is so soothing and I'm loving it. Like, wholeheartedly loving this.
Now there's no one home. I grieve for you. You
This is really sad.
It's so hard to move on. Still loving what's gone. They say life carries on. Carries on and on and on and on.
Can anyone in the comments tell me if he wrote this song for a specific person or not? Because I would love to know. And also, let me know if this song was ever in a movie, because it sounds like it could be.
The news that truly shocks is the empty page, while the final rattle rocks. It's empty cage. And I can't handle this. I grieve for you. And you leave me. let it out and move on.
Wow.
Missing what's gone. They say life carries on. They say life carries on and on and on.
I really like how the drums kind of came straight forward right then. That was a really good transition. I really like that sound.
Life carries on in the people I meet.
Ooh, really good.
Everyone that's out on the street. In all the dogs and cats. In the flies and rats. In the rot and the rust. In the ashes and the dust. Love carries on and on and on and on. Love carries on and on and on. It's just the car that we ride in, the home we reside in, the face that we hide in, the way we are tied in. And love carries on and on and on and on. Love carries on and on and on. Did I dream this belief, or did I believe this dream?
Wow.
Now I can find relief. I grieve.
Wow. Thank you for that request. That was beautiful. Now I'm going to look up the lyrics. Says, it was only 1 hour ago. It was all so different then. Nothing yet has really sunk in. Looks like it always did. This flesh and bone. It's just the way that we are tied in. But there's no one home. I grieve for you. You leave me. So hard to move on. Still loving what's gone. Sounds like a significant other grieving their spouse after they passed away. That's what this sounds like so far. The news that truly shocks is the empty page while the final rattle rocks. It's empty cage, and I can't handle this. I grieve for you, you leave me. Let it out and move on. Missing what's gone. They say life carries on. They say life carries on and on and on. Life carries on in the people I meet, in everyone that's out on the street, in all the dogs and cats, in the flies and rats, in the rot and the dust, in the ashes and the dust. Life carries on. Just the car we reside in, the face that we hide in, the way we are tied in, as life carries on and on. Did I dream this belief, or did I believe this dream? Now I will find relief, I grieve. It sounds like a significant other losing their spouse to me. Let's see what somebody thinks this means. I was just rereading A Grief Observed by C.S. Lewis and came across a very familiar line. The book's in an edited version of Lewis's journal in which he copes with the death of his wife. In case you didn't know, was and is a popular Christian apologetic or something like that. I don't know how to say that. But in this book, he questions his faith. He says at one point that his faith prior to his wife's death must have been like a house of cards, which hadn't taken a real blow. No worries that even as he writes, he may be constructing a new card house, rationalizing and distancing, I can't see, himself, etc. But there are two questions here. In which sense may it be a house of cards because the things I am believing are only a dream, or because I only dream that I believe them? Clearly, Peter Gabriel took some inspiration from Lewis. The line was always my favorite in the song, and now I love it even more. Wow. People are completely missing the point calling this song depressing. It's about dealing with grief and loss and coming out of it the other side. The up-tempo section is really life-affirming and positive. That's why this is such a good song when dealing with grief. Yeah, I can agree with that. In my opinion, this song is definitely about loss in the sense of death personally. I know when I lost someone, I kept saying to myself that 158 hours ago they were alive and everything was different. He goes on to mention the denial part of grief when it simply just does not feel real. You go home and all their things are still in the same place, and it does not look different. It looks like it did yesterday. The lyrics continue on to talk about the body. I believe if you believe in the soul and in heaven or whatever, then when you look at the body, it truly is just something that tied the soul into it. Though the body remains, no one is home because the soul no longer resides within it. The lyrics then talk about the difficulty of moving on when there's still much love. The next part of the song is still confusing to me as to exactly what the artist meant. Personally, I'm thinking that it's about the funeral in which the body is buried. When the coffin is dropped into the ground, perhaps that is the empty cage again because the body is empty itself. Funerals are definitely difficult, so exclaiming that he can't handle it sounds like that's what he's writing about. Then he goes on to sound more painful, and he sings that we have to let it out and move on, which is what he is trying to do by raising the volume in his voice. Eventually, life does indeed carry on, but we never truly recover completely. We have days where we are upbeat, and then we go right back to the pain we've always felt but hid so well. We put on a face during the day, and at night, when we are alone, we take the face off and continue to grieve. I agree with a lot of these comments. Let me know what you think about the song, because this last comment and the one before it really seems to, I have to agree with. And I really enjoyed the song. And it's a very deep song, very sad song, but it's a very good song. And it's a positive song. It's someone trying to get through their grief, not just talk about grief all the time. But thank y'all for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Click the notification bell to get notified for new and upcoming reaction videos. And as always, thank y'all for watching.